Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well this evening. Well, for me, it's towards the evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. But I wanted to come on live to talk to you a little bit about the full moon in Cancer slash lunar eclipse energies, at least based on what I have been experiencing. Okay, because personally, the energies of this moon cycle have been a little bit on the heavier side. Like, you might be able to tell, but like right now, if you kind of look at me, I'm tired. Okay. I'm tired, and it's crazy because last night I didn't sleep very well, and I was kind of up and then sleeping and then up and then sleeping, and then at the same time waking up tired. It's such an unfair combination. I'm just like, how do I deal with this? And I'm not going to stay on for very long because I do have to go out, but I wanted to share with you some of my experiences, and perhaps you're going through the same thing. And I woke up with the feeling that I wanted to stay in bed. I didn't really want to do anything, but I also have things to do, so I can't stay in bed right now. um, and it was at the point where I was doing those things that I needed to do, which were work related, that I came to a realization, something that's really been building up anyway. And I feel like it's a very important realization, and perhaps some of you are also coming to this realization. And I was just talking to a friend of mine about it, and I figured, let me share it with everybody else. I feel that I'm coming into myself to the point where I'm realizing that the abundance in my life is not determined based upon external influences. The abundance in my life is not based on a job. It's not based on any kind of money that really comes from the outside or other people. These are just ways that the divine abundance expresses itself, but it is not what determines the abundance in my life. What determines the abundance in my life is just me being myself, my true nature. So what I've realized is that it's my true nature that is my abundance. And what's been happening recently is that more of me has been grounding into this physical reality. More of what I feel is my higher self, the purest version of me, is really grounding down into this physical reality, and I can feel it. It feels like very strong, and it feels I feel like almost like a gold statue. That's what I feel like. But basically, it's just to give you an idea, if you could feel what a gold statue feels like, that's what I feel like. So there's a lot of strong energy that's grounding into the earth right now. And with all of this energy grounding down, I feel so abundant, even though my bank account might not might not reflect that right now. In the past, I might have overreacted to that. I might have been like, oh, my bank account looks like this, and I have to run and see what I could do to make money and make ends meet. And honestly, I am so tired of that. I am so tired of living that kind of life. I am so tired of seeing things that way. And I've come to the point now where, regardless of what I have that's physical or external, and regardless of what my bank account looks like, that's not what abundance is. It can manifest itself that way, it can express itself that way, but the true origins of abundance don't come from that, okay? That's not what determines how abundant you are. What determines how abundant you are is your spirit, okay? It's you being an expression of divine consciousness. And the divine is abundant. It's vast and abundant. I posted about this earlier. The divine is abundant, and because you are an extension of the divine, you are also abundant. So it doesn't matter what you have in terms of money, you know? Now, of course, we all need money to live and to pay rent and to do these different things and pay bills. But that's not what determines us being abundant. And anyway, in order for us to truly manifest abundance in a physical way, we have to already feel abundant. So, and we have to feel abundant all the time, regardless of how things may manifest physically. We have to be in touch with that abundance within and know that regardless of how things may look on the outside, we are always abundant because we are one with the divine, and the divine is abundance. Okay? So, with that being said, I just feel like at this point in my life, I am so done with working jobs that are not in alignment with who I am, my values, what's important to me, and what I have to contribute to the world. I am so fed up with doing jobs like that. And for me, it's stupid. It's stupid at this point because unless it's a reflection of my true divine expression, it's like, why am I even doing it? Why am I even engaging? For what? For minimum wage? To make $15 an hour? To be able to say I have a job? And you know, for some people, maybe they say, oh, well, if you don't have a job, you're a bum or you're lazy or whatever. This isn't about everybody else, you know? This is about you. This is about you and your experience and what you're trying to bring into the world. How do you want to express yourself? How do you want to bring your divine expression into the world? You know, for me, I'm completely done with being in a position where I'm at the mercy of a boss, or I'm at the mercy of someone that feels that they're in a position to determine how much I should be paid, you know, how much I'm worth based on, let's say, my skill set or whatever. I have my own set of skills. You know, I know what I can contribute. And if I feel like I want to develop that skill set, I have every right to be able to do so, whether through training or school or whatever, but that's going to be up to me. And, you know, I just feel like I'm so done with being in a position where I have a job hanging off the side of my side. Like, because that's all that it feels like right now. It just feels like a job is just something that's hanging off the side of me. It's not true to me, you know? So those thoughts, that realization is what I've come to right now. And I'm really curious as to how that's going to reflect in the external world, because I know and believe that when you come to a realization in your mind, the universe follows that. So it starts to change things in the physical world in accordance. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, I just, I was thinking about this earlier, and I just had to come on and talk about it because I feel what this full moon and lunar eclipse has done is that it has helped us to see what's in our life that is just kind of taking up space. Like, what's just taking up space? You know, at least that's what I feel like it's doing for me. What's just taking up space? What are some beliefs and ways of thinking that are just kind of hanging around just because you're comfortable with them being there? And are you ready to fully commit to yourself and to commit to some form of service that is a reflection of you, your intentions, and what's in your heart? Yes, absolutely. Yes. I feel like we're at a true deficit in our society when it comes to things like that. Like, I feel like I notice that a lot of people with jobs and stuff, that some people are almost like groveling and begging. And I understand, because I can't say that I've ever been that way, because I've never really wanted to be in a position where I just have a job. But I've noticed that a lot of people are in a position where they're just begging for a job. Please hire me. Please give me something. And it's like, come on, I'm too good for that. We're all too good for that. Why are we begging people to pay us I mean, come on. Like, I understand because we need money, but like, I don't want to be at the mercy of money. Like, money needs to be at the mercy of me, okay? Like, I'm done with that mentality. And to be honest with you, I feel like that mentality is actually a poverty mentality. You're not in the energy of abundance if you are groveling for a job, if you're begging, if you're constantly worried about things like that. It's not an abundance mindset, and I want to be in an abundance mindset, because it's like, why? For what? You know, so that's where I feel I'm at. And at this point, I do have to go out somewhere, but I feel like one of the best things that we could do right now is just kind of sit, reflect, meditate, allow whatever comes up within our thoughts or in our reflections to kind of present itself, and then see where it goes. Don't get attached to whatever comes up, but just kind of like allow yourself to marinate in it and then see where it takes you. But like I said from my previous videos, 2020 and onward, okay, big year for these kinds of transitions, because I feel like especially people that want to be of service, we're done with serving this kind of like survival sort of perspective. Yeah, exactly. I feel people being themselves, being individual, and being unique, okay, that's what really is going to determine success for them, okay? Yes, we walk to the beat of our own drum, and that is success. A lot of us in this period of time in Earth's evolution, we're here to, well, for many years we've been breaking down the old systems, you know, because they're not working anymore. And now we're implementing some new systems. Like, no, we're not going to follow your science for success. We're going to create our own, okay? So we're done with that, okay? This is the time for it, okay? We're done with being slaves to this kind of mentality, okay? So, I actually have to check the time because I have to leave soon. Yeah, I gotta leave in a few minutes, but that's pretty much what I wanted to share. I hope that this resonated with some of you that were watching or that will watch, because I am going to post it on YouTube. This isn't the best angle for YouTube, but I'm going to post it anyway. I just had to get it out. But have a great Friday / full moon / lunar eclipse, and I send you all my love and appreciation and gratitude for all of your support, and I'll see you around. Take care.